Let's just jump right into this. We are looking at an incredible explainer covering a 74-year-old aviation mystery that literally just got solved at the bottom of the ocean. It's this wild story bridging a tragic past with some seriously cutting-edge modern exploration. So we're going from a routine holiday flight all the way down to the deep sea, finally uncovering a piece of history that was lost to the waves for over 7 decades. Oh my God, is that a plane? Those are the actual unfiltered words from the Discovery Channel search team back in 2026. I mean, imagine you're scanning miles of just featureless pitch-black ocean floor, and suddenly, boom, the unmistakable shape of human history emerges from the darkness. That raw, spontaneous shock perfectly captures the sheer magnitude of what they had just stumbled across.
And just like that, a 74-year mystery was solved. The final resting place of Pan Am Flight 256 was officially found. But how exactly did modern tech close a wound that's been open for decades?
Well, to put this into perspective, we're talking about a depth of 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet below the surface, in the dark waters right off the coast of Puerto Rico. That is an incredibly hostile environment. It's freezing, it's pitch black, the pressure is absolutely crushing, and it's way beyond the reach of human divers. So pulling this off required some seriously heavy-duty equipment. To actually get down there, the team used an advanced autonomous underwater drone. And what's kind of crazy about this is that this specific drone wasn't even built to hunt for historical shipwrecks or planes. It's actually industrial tech, designed to survey commercial gas and mineral fields. But by repurposing this highly specialized gear, they finally pierced the veil of the deep ocean.
Down in all that murky darkness, the drone's cameras lit up the fuselage, and there it was, that iconic Pan Am logo. The searchers could literally read the faded writing right there on the side of the submerged aircraft. At that exact second, all those decades of speculation just vanished. It wasn't just some random debris down there. It was definitively her.
Now, while finding the plane is a monumental achievement, it also brings us face to face with a profound tragedy, one that honestly changed aviation safety forever. To fully grasp what happened, we need to rewind the clock back to 1952.
The aircraft was the Clipper Endeavour, operating as Pan Am Flight 256. When she took off, the plane was packed. We're talking families, friends, people flying out, super excited for the Easter holiday weekend. They were just looking forward to celebrating, totally unaware they were about to step into history for all the wrong reasons.
The timeline here is crucial. On Good Friday, April 11th, 1952, they departed San Juan, heading up to New York, to what we now know as JFK. Everything seemed totally normal. But then, right in the middle of the flight, completely without warning, the Clipper Endeavour lost 2 of its engines. It severely crippled the aircraft and sent it crashing directly into the ocean.
Here's the thing you really have to remember about 1952. Aviation safety was nothing like it is today. Passengers simply were not given the life-saving information they needed before taking off. There was 0 flight attendant safety briefings. People sitting in those seats had no idea where the emergency exits were, and they didn't even know where to find a flotation device. So when that plane hit the water, they were completely unprepared.
And the results of that lack of preparation were staggering. Out of the 69 people on board that Good Friday, 52 lost their lives in the water, leaving only 17 survivors. Because they just didn't know how to evacuate or where to grab a life vest, a crash that was technically survivable quickly turned into a mass fatality event. It's a really sobering reality check on the human cost of that day.
But the loss of those 52 souls led to immediate, permanent reforms across the entire aviation industry. Their lives weren't lost in vain. In fact, their legacy actually protects every single one of us who steps onto a commercial airplane today.
Think about it. Before 1952, you got absolutely 0 safety briefings. But post-crash? As a direct result of Flight 256, those pre-flight safety briefings became absolutely mandatory. You know that routine demonstration flight attendants do before every single takeoff today? Pointing out the exits, showing how the seatbelt works, explaining the life vest? Every bit of that exists directly because of the hard lessons learned from the Clipper Endeavour.
Looking back at that unbelievable footage from 2026, we really have to keep the human element front and center. As the reporters on the scene noted, this wreckage is basically a solemn memorial. For the families, this resting place, sitting 2,000 feet below the surface, is likely the only grave marker those 52 passengers will ever actually have. It's a pretty heavy reminder of the massive debt of safety we owe them.
So I'll leave you with this thought.
If an autonomous drone out surveying for gas fields can inadvertently solve a 74-year-old mystery, a mystery that fundamentally changed the way we all travel, it kind of makes you wonder, right? What other secrets and what other world-changing lessons are still just sitting there, hidden in the pitch-black depths of our oceans? Thanks for exploring this explainer with me. Keep asking questions, and I'll catch you in the next one.